Well, I thought we were really flying around, and that's kind of a subjective thing, but you can feel the energy when you're making guys make the next pass, which they made exceptionally well. But we caught up to the next pass on almost every occasion. The killers were those transition baskets, as they always are. But when our defense was set, we were pretty good. We were pretty good in that half. I do think that they missed a couple shots they might normally make, and Harden had an off night. But I thought our defense on him was pretty good too.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good. He fits well in their system, and he made a lot of big plays. They're a young team. They're going to continue to play hard. And so we didn't take that for granted whatsoever. And so it's hard to keep a 16-point lead at any point of a game. And they made a run, made a couple shots. We went to a drought, and that was a game.
All right, we're back for part two, Garden Report, powered by Lynda.com, and we're talking about the demo. Donatas Montiejunas was just phenomenal in this game. We're going to talk about him more. We're going to talk about what happened at the end of this game. Now, the Celtics, they played great defense, but their offense never got going. But one thing that was really fascinating was James Harden, who is now obviously the guy on this team, even though he already was. With Howard, he's definitely the guy. Yeah. He shoots 4 for 21, has one of his worst shooting games of the season, especially when now he's fighting for that starting spot against Klay Thompson ahead of Kobe, with Kobe getting replaced now in the All-Star game. I mean, Marcus Smart played some great defense on him. Evan Turner got credit for defending him, which I didn't think Evan Turner would ever get credit for playing defense in his career, but that was pretty fun to see. It. What did the Celtics do to really shut down Harden?
Well, the first half, I thought he missed a lot of easy shots. He missed a couple of layups. He missed a wide-open mid-range jumper. He missed a 3 from the corner. It was a pretty good look. And then the second half, they just really dug in. One key was they didn't put him to the line. He's a guy who lives at the free throw line. He only got 5 free throw attempts tonight. When he went to the hoop, they stayed away from fouls. When he shot jumpers, they contested it. And, they did a really good job on him. I thought Smart played him better than Turner did, but they were both really good.
And, I mean, Smart's no surprise, but Turner, who's kind of a languid player who kind of lets the game pass him by and then kind of picks his spots to kind of jump in on the double dutch there. He was a guy that had some actually solid plays in the second half, but he's a guy that has so much responsibility. We're kind of talking about it in the first half. What did you see out of Turner tonight, and what do you want to see out of Turner that can maybe have him be a more effective and more vital cog to this team?
Well, I think the biggest thing he needs to do, first of all, he should probably not miss 3 layups on the same possession again.
That'd be nice.
But I think the biggest thing he needs to do is stay away from the careless turnovers. He has 1 or 2 plays a night where he's just throwing a simple pass, cross-court, top of the key, and the other team picks it off, it goes the other way. You can't have that as a point guard in the league. And obviously he's a guy who's been kind of hounded by turnovers his entire career, and they can't have that from their starting point guard. And I think he's done a decent job as a point guard. He's rebounding well. He's playing better defense than probably you would have expected out of Evan Turner. But, there are times when he just gets really lazy. It was like that one play by James Harden when he's dribbling around, goes left, goes right, can't get free. Finally, there's like 1 second left on the shot clock, and Turner's kind of like, oh man, I can't contest him now. And just kind of stood there, and Harden drilled a 17-footer. It's like all you needed was 1 more second of hard work, and instead he got lazy. And it's those lazy moments that he needs to stay away from, but he did a pretty good job tonight.
And you do see him kind of looking into the stands a lot of the time. He kind of has a natural shrug to him almost. I mean, there's so many plays where he just doesn't go all the way to the whistle, all the way to the end. And it's like the play is almost over, so he stops playing, and in those 3 seconds they score, or he misses a good look. It's incredible how he seems to be the one guy out there that doesn't even get it. Playing next to guys like Marcus Smart and Jay Crowder, who clearly they're laying in bed at night hustling. And this guy, it seems like he's got as much hustle as we do sitting here a lot of the time. And
I would say
that's gotta be fixed.
he's normally a hustle player. I would compare him to my cousin. My cousin Mike was like,
who we all know, of course.
Who nobody knows, but he was a great hustler. He was one of those kids. He ran out every ground ball, dove after balls in the outfield. He would play. We went to one game. He led off third base, and he was standing there leading off third base. Pitcher threw it over as a pickoff attempt. Mike had no clue that the pitcher had thrown it to him. He was just standing there and got tagged. He did not move a muscle.
Well, there was a beautiful girl in the stands, I assume.
No, probably not. He was just picking his butt. And so that's kind of like Turner. It's like he hustles all the time, and then he has like that one moment where he's not paying attention to any focus, and that's the moment that gets him. And so, yeah, he's like my cousin Mike.
All right, well, we got to hand out our awards. I'm assuming Baller of the Night goes to your cousin Mike.
Yes.
But why don't we start with boxing out here? So I think we can both agree. Stats of the night, Donatas, 26 points, career high, 12 rebounds, ties a career high.
Yeah.
Elaborate, please.
He was just really good. He killed the Celtics throughout the night, hit that huge three from the corner late in the fourth. This was a night when, really, in the first half, their offense was spurred by Montiejunas and Josh Smith. Those are the two guys that killed the Celtics. Harden didn't do a lot, but those guys are skilled, and they really, really hurt the Celtics off the dribble, in the post, everywhere. And, yeah, he was just really good.
So Demo's our Baller of the Night?
Demo, yes, we'll go with Baller of the Night for Demo.
All right, let's lock it in. So shout out to cousin Mike over there for J King, MassLife.com.
Hold on,
It is great.
stat of the, what is the...
We just did our stat of the night. It was a 26 and 12.
I thought that was our star of the night.
No, that's our baller who also had our stats of the night. If you got another stat, you
my
can throw
stat
at
would have
me.
been the 28.9% shooting by the Rockets in the second half.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
that's
yet
a
the
fantastic
Celtics still could not come back because their offense stayed about the same, which was bad.
Okay, well, if we're going to throw another one out there, it would be that the
29
Celtics only had 11
28.
turnovers,
Oh.
16 turnovers for the Rockets. Usually that big of a turnover differential, it's going to be the team that's winning. But
Yeah, well,
the
not when you
Celtics
shoot
managed to
36%.
somehow, yeah, exactly, they managed to somehow beat that. So, J King, thank you for joining the show. That was fun. J King of MassLife.com, Jared Weiss of CLNS Radio and Celtics blog. This was the Garden Report, powered by Lynda.com. Peace out.
Do you think about the playoffs at all?
I do, because I mean that's the best part of the year, man. It's the playoffs. I mean the journey is awesome, but I think you go through the season to get to the playoffs.
Have you been watching the standings at all? Because you guys are game and a half, 2 games back.
Yeah, I think we right there. Everybody's well aware. Coach is well aware. We just gotta keep working.